Everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing why do I always yawn when it's a super boring episode? Even my spirit can't convince me that this was entertaining. This was very boring. Very boring. We've officially hit the point of the season where the episodes are absolutely dry. I don't think we're gonna get much drama, much spice, because what can they do at this point? The only thing that could revive this season is a Twitter challenge, and we know they canceled that, so yeah. Anyways, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. Y'all got a long one yesterday. You're likely getting a short one today. Now, let me actually do right by y'all. Let me try to spruce it up. Okay, let's go. So Tanya decides to go over to Shaq to let him know she misses him.
I just want to tell you I miss you.
Yeah. It's too special or something to give up, because the way I feel about you, it doesn't come around very often.
I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry for how I spoke to you as well.
Should be.
Relax.
Normally, I would tell people in a situation like this to stand up, but honestly, at this point, keep sitting, Shaq. Keep sitting. Just keep on. Lay down. Lay down, because you're going to catch an emotional flogging dealing with Tanya. Lay down. Yeah. The thing about Tanya, shout out to everybody who made it to the end of yesterday's video. Anyways, the thing about Tanya is, yes, she has toxic traits, but like, the worst part about it is that she thrives off of it. You know what I mean? It's almost as if her superpower is in, how much can I gaslight somebody? Like, it's terrifying. It is scary. Nobody from Destiny's Childish has made me as afraid as Tanya. Like, it's, She is small, but she is mighty. Okay, Shaq, Big Shaq, I hope you're ready. The villa gets a text that 2 new bombshells have entered. We didn't really get much information about them. We just know one is named Rosie and the other is named Keenan. Did I miss the beginning of the episode? I don't think so. But yeah, 2 new bombshells. And the people going on dates are Casey, Kai, Sammy, and Jesse. Tell me why these bombshells are acting like they ain't seen the show. That they don't know what's going on in the villa. Huh?
Nice to meet you, finally.
Yeah, welcome.
So, Aussie accent.
Yeah, where's your accent from?
You probably know like loads about me, or you might know a little bit about me.
I don't think I do.
Listen here. We know the game. We know how it works at this point. There's no need for y'all to act like, where are you from? Your accent. Oh my gosh. Oh, what do you do for, that's what you do for work. Like, yes, they're on a date. Yes, they have to make it seem like this is the first time they're ever meeting this person or hearing about this person. But y'all, come on now. Come on now. You're going to ask Jessie where she's from? Even if you didn't see the show, you heard the voice. Anyways, speaking of we know the game, at this point, it's highly unlikely that any bombshell is going to make real ripples unless the only bombshell that came around this time that made an impact was Greg. And even that, honestly, we kind of regret. But it helped Amber to win. So there's that. But yeah, I'm just like, at this point, it's kind of a done deal who's going to be in the final. Likely, you're not even going to place, let alone win. So the first 2 dates were an absolute bore. And then Sammy had closed herself off completely. Jessie closed herself off completely. Kai, he didn't say he's closed off, but you could tell that he is. Casey, however. So Claudia, Claudia... You think you're cute, eh? Claudia's like, no, have fun. Enjoy yourself. Don't have too much fun, though. Well, you shouldn't have told him to have fun. Because here he is taking your advice.
And you got lovely eyes as well.
I'll take it. Okay. I know you are. You're saying you're open to getting to know me?
Look, I'm definitely open to getting to know you, and it has been all eyes on Claudia, but we'll have to wait and see, right?
He wasn't as cheeky as I expected him to be. Maybe he's learned his lesson from Casa that he shouldn't lay down thick unless he's ready to deal with those consequences. But he was receptive. And he really felt open. He's not going to admit it for a while. But there's a vibe going on here. When the bombshells come into the villa, Keenan... I'm so glad Keenan and Claudia coupled up together because they think they slick and they not. Keenan is sitting with the boys and they're asking him, oh, so what date was better? And he's like, oh, I'm not going to let y'all know what I got going on.
Which date was better?
We're all boys.
Keep that to me.
Lovely guy, but he's not Tom.
Yeah. But my heart just says no, it's closed off to Will.
Sir, wasn't nobody checking for you. Wasn't nobody checking for you. I'm sure your handler is even sad that they had to handle you because wasn't nobody checking for you. This is a bad payday for your producer. Okay? Like, if you're gonna make it seem as if you got options, at least make it believable. You could have said which date was better, but I'm gonna keep my options open, explore the different women in the villa. You know what I mean? But like to say, oh, I'm not gonna tell you how the date went. They sucked. The dates sucked. You have nothing to share because there was nothing happening. Moving on to Rosie. Rosie actually has some cards to hold to her chest because Casey, he was putting a little bit something out there and she was picking it up.
I think he's gonna go for a really do. Babe, he's only just walked back through the villa.
I am really happy. So
Honestly, my heart was in my mouth. I was like, oh my god, he's gonna literally like, she's stunning. I think she's gonna go for you. No, I'm not just I think I do.
The theme of the evening is that there's this underlying suspicion that Casey's into Rosie, but he will not admit it. Rosie kind of felt a vibe, but she can't fully pinpoint if it's there or not. Claudia can sense a shift between her and Casey, and boy, oh boy, the next morning. I gotta talk about Keenan first. Okay, fine. The next morning, Keenan says he's keen to get to know Claudia because they're both Northerners.
What is it with these Southerners?
I don't know.
Do you reckon?
I'm warming to them, don't worry.
Do you feel like you let her, that you like Rosie a little bit more than you're letting on?
I think so. It's even like last night in bed, like, I didn't want to kiss her because I felt guilty.
Honey child, you better consider it because clearly Casey's head is turning. Casey's head is turning. I found it so interesting that he is swearing up and down like, no, I'm set with Claudia. Everything is great, whatever. But everyone can sense, the story don't make sense. The guys are like, no, you like this girl. The way that you're talking about her, the way that you react around her, there's something there. Even Claudia, she wasn't on the date and she felt the vibes, I don't know, vicariously through the door. I'm not sure. But Casey, your poker face, either your poker face is not great or your words, you didn't really line up the story well enough for people to believe that you're fully set on Claudia. Rosie seems pretty set on wanting to explore things with Casey, but she did have a conversation with Martin. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I was not paying attention. I was definitely texting. And then as soon as I ended texting, the scene was over. I'm so sorry. I don't even know what happened in the conversation, but clearly it's not going to go anywhere. So we're going to move on. Olivia, making a big stink about Maxwell being open to get to know new people, is here sitting with Keenan, openly getting to know him.
What job do you do?
Acting and ring girling, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ring girl?
Yeah. Do you have a type looks-wise?
I'd probably say, like, probably you, Sammy.
Yeah.
That type of look. So,
I am
like,
a nice girl.
if I could pick my dates again, I might pick different, do you know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not once did I hear this woman even mention Maxwell, let alone say she's closed off right now. Isn't that the same time Maxwell was on? That's what all Maxwell was saying. He was saying, I'm not 1000% like with you. Like, yes, this is great, whatever. But if somebody comes in, like, I'd give them the time of day. That's all he was saying. And look at you doing the same damn thing that you were upset about no less than 24 hours ago. You see, Olivia, somebody pointed it out. And thank you for reminding me. From the moment this woman walked into the villa, I knew she was bad vibes. I knew it. And I knew it about Claudia too, but I'm gonna wait for that. I knew something was bad vibes about Olivia. The hypocrisy is insane. The double standard is insane. I'm just like, if you wanted to be the main character, at least have your story be believable. You cannot believe her because she says one thing, does another thing, and then pretends like she didn't say or do nothing. So in the evening, Casey finally tells Claudia that, yeah, Rosie, she's a bit of me.
I do want to get to know her, and that's just purely how I feel.
I just don't want to be an option. I want to be someone's everything. I don't want to be someone's option.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not gonna lie, I did have a moment where I was like, ooh, Claudia is me for real. Claudia is me for real. Once I connect with somebody, I'm like, yes, I love you. When's the wedding? You know, this womb is ready to carry my 5 children. You know what I mean? Like, that is me. However, girl, it has been 5 business days. I know you are not boo-hoo crying over a man you've known for 7 days, 3 of which you weren't even in his presence. Girl, BFFR. BFF Claudia girl. So what I wanted to say was, as soon as Claudia came, I could not understand what it was about her that made me think they're not gonna make it even outside of the villa. Like I just felt it in my spirit. I don't know if it's the fact that she has a famous father and maybe that was the initial intrigue for Casey, but that has since worn off. The novelty of that has worn off. I don't know, but I felt it. And I couldn't pinpoint it. And even Casey now is realizing, yeah, like I like her, but there's something that's off and I don't know what it is. Claudia has been suspecting that Casey isn't into her as much as she is into him, but I feel like her greatest issue is the fact that she was just vocal about things that didn't make sense to be upset about. Casey for a long time has been annoyed with Claudia and the things that she like makes a stink over. And so I feel like this was the cherry on top for him, where he was like, girl, I don't even like you for real. So I don't even know why I'm putting up with this foolishness. You know what I mean? I fully understand where he's coming from. I saw it coming. I thought they'd at least fake the funk until the final and then something would kind of go awry at the final or even like shortly after. I don't know. But we are that much closer, you guys. That much closer to getting rid of Claudia. The villa gets a text that there is a recoupling. Honestly, I feel like it was a waste of time, but they extended the show for us to see this very predictable result. We had Rosie, who picked Casey, Keenan, who picked Claudia, and everybody else picked who you thought they would pick, leaving Martin alone, dumped, but he did take it gracefully.
Really good experience. I won't say it's the best experience of my life because it's not, but you did nothing wrong. Well, you did something wrong.
Yeah, no surprises here. I mean, yeah, no surprises. No surprises. The bombshells, I get that they came in to split Claudia and Casey, but I didn't see them making it to the final anyways. If anybody is going to make it, truly, Kai has had such a big turnaround that he could definitely make it there with Sanam. Ron and Lana, they were always going to make it. Unfortunately for me, they were always going to make it. Shaq and Tanya, it's touch and go. But I think that people really do like Shaq, even though there's some controversy around, you know, his antics and stuff like that. I think the majority does like him, so I think they were going to make it. And then, wait. Spanner in the works. I was about to say, and then Will and Jesse, but Olivia could somehow finesse it. I'd hate that for me. I'd hate that for y'all. But I feel like somehow they're going to finesse it. Oh, God forbid. God for frickin' bed. We'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, guys, we've hit a wall when it comes to this season. It's going to go downhill from here. That's what I suspect. If it doesn't, then, well, that's a shock. But yeah, let's see how this season ends. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.